All right, and we're live here with Mr. Amit Shah, owner of South Jersey Techies, located here in Marlton, New Jersey. How are you doing today, Amit?
Good. How are you doing, Scott?
Good,
Scott.
we're fantastic. Second time on today, so we'll see what kind of viewership we get. And you know, like I explained to you, we're kind of giving people out there some information on local businesses that are around and still open, and what they're doing to adjust to COVID and how their clients or their services are changing, probably day to day or even sometimes hourly to adjust with COVID and things like that. So if you wouldn't mind, just fill us in a little bit about who you are and South Jersey Techies and maybe some of the services that you guys offer.
Okay. So thanks, Scott. We're South Jersey Techies. The company was started about 15 years ago. We service small, medium businesses in an IT capacity where we can service their computers, their networks. We do website services, voice over IP, websites, cabling, cloud services. We're a partner with a number of the large vendors and manufacturers and software providers in the IT world. So we help small, medium businesses get along, how they get things done for an IT. We support computers. I'm trying to make the experience for people better from the technology standpoint. And as technology keeps changing, we offer new services and different things that are come available. And we introduce them to our clients, trying to keep them abreast of everything else going on in technology and what newer solution could probably better suit their business and help them streamline and I guess thus ultimately making more money.
So I guess with the services that you guys offer, you're kind of a one-stop shop for IT services so that companies, small to medium-sized companies, and I'm sure you do some large companies, certain types of support, they don't have to go out and pay the overhead of paying an IT director's salary and benefits and everything like that, where you guys are outsourced, you service multiple companies, so you're able to make it maybe a little bit more cost effective for those businesses.
That is correct. So yeah, we do all that. And we're cost conscious. Like obviously I'm the owner of the business too, so I understand how small business and medium business can be. Cost is a factor in a lot of things. So we work with our clients to kind of get everything the best for both sides and make sure the technologies keep moving for them.
Yeah. So I guess with everything going on, obviously you guys handle all of my stuff and we go back pretty far, so I know a lot about your business. But I assume when COVID hit and a lot of your small and medium businesses, were starting to get the mandate to shut down their offices from employees coming in. A lot of them had to quick scramble to get people working from home if they didn't have people already working from home. What have you guys seen with that?
Yeah, so in the first couple of weeks, maybe first month, like it was really excessive. There was a lot going on. What was traditionally maybe a handful of people working remotely turned out to be everyone working remotely. So there's a lot of platforms and solutions that we actually had in place for people already, where there's VPNs, remote desktop. We have another solution. It's called Take Control, allows you to remote into the computer at the office to kind of do what you need to do. And we were able to provide those solutions to get everyone ramped up to go. The landscape's changed a little bit. I think working from home was what everyone's eventually trying to do, but I guess COVID kind of pushed it a little bit in front. So even with technology and supporting things for us, we support our clients, I would say like 75% of the time remotely, even before COVID, and even after it's probably a little bit more, but it's just kind of how things are, and we're helping everyone kind of adjust with the technology, whether it's a cloud service solution or an on-premise solution at their office that they need to connect to and get work done.
Did you see an influx of equipment being purchased because people sometimes don't want to use their personal computers and things at home, but their employers wanted them set up? Were they buying I don't know, new desktops, laptops, printers, things?
Yeah, again, it's just like furniture store, you can't find desks or chairs anymore and monitors and computers, and it's a limitation, especially with how shipping and receiving from foreign countries and things are coming in. It's not really the quickest things, but I think for most part we've been able to get a lot of things available. and be able to work across with our clients to get what they need. But they've been working well. And
so you guys haven't seen a shortage of equipment or shortage of items from like a CDW or whoever you guys are buying from? They've all been able to.
No, we get from one of the bigger manufacturers, like the bigger technology distributors in the world, and it's been available. They have a number of warehouses in the United States, so we seem to be okay. I haven't had anyone come up and say, "Hey, I'm starting a brand new business. I need 50 new computers." That's not really happening right now, but for the most part, the availability of the solutions and hardware has been there, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. And you touched a little bit, and actually was one of the things I was going to hit on with people working from home. Do you think that employers are going to see how that's more cost effective, even if they have to buy somebody a setup for their home office, a printer, a computer, speakers, whatever they need? Do you think you're going to see that become a little bit of a trend where people don't necessarily need to be in an office, and employers are going to cut costs of the size of the office they need, so now they have their employees working at home and maybe just coming in once a week or once a month type of thing?
Yeah, I would see it as more of a shared space atmosphere for a lot of people moving forward. So it's just like, it's not my desk. It's just we're all open space and everyone's working in and out of it from home or not. Like working from home is probably going to be a thing. A lot of things that we've been touching on with our clients as well is security, right? So there's intellectual property, your information, my information, your client or your employee remoting in from home from their personal computer, grabbing the data off the company server is probably not the most smart security standpoint thing. And that's where kind of technology is going too. So security is important. And we've seen clients, even as a business owner, you would want to know if you're paying an employee working remotely, are they actually working, or are they just sitting watching TV or not doing anything? So it's productivity too. So you want to make sure that you're on top of it, especially as an employee, or you're paying an employee. You want to make sure they're on top of things. So there's ways we can do with technology that tells you when they're logging in, what they're using, what applications they're using. And with security, there's like multi-form authentication, like Google Authenticator, like those key fobs that you see that kind of automatically reset passwords automatically on people's phones. So you kind of know that your data is secure. You can lock down things so people can't copy it off their server onto your personal computer. So those are things that as the landscape's changing, like we both kind of agree that it is going to happen. You just want to make sure that the security and things are in place to make sure that your property's there. You don't want a disgruntled employee just going into the server and deleting everything and never having to step in the office ever again.
Never see them either.
And never even see them. So you just want to make sure that as a business, you want to protect your data, make sure your information's there, and at the same time, even backups. But that's something everyone pretty much knows that they should be doing. Hopefully.
Yeah, it's funny you touch on that, because I won't call the person out, but a mutual friend of ours, I was at their house yesterday, and he works for the government. I was like, "Oh, how's work going?" He's like, "Dude, they can't catch me. Like, I barely work. I get my work done, but I'm not doing my 40 hours a week." But so I know that if people start going to that business model of working at home, they're going to want to implement things that help them track how long they're on the computer, if they're working, if they're responding, things like that. So
yeah, and another thing is like mobile device management is another solution we're starting to see an increase on. Like back in the day, everyone used to give everyone, "Oh, here's the company cell phone," or "Here's your company cell phone." Now everyone uses their personal one, so you have the ability to manage someone's personal phone with the company data. So if there is a disconnect or a termination, that you could pretty much take your company data off the personal phone without affecting the personal data.
Gotcha. So fill us in a little bit. I know, I think over the past couple of years, you've been focusing on some managed services and that type of platform. So for the people out there that don't really know what it is, maybe they have a small business, just give us a real quick, brief overview of how managed services works and what you guys offer with that.
So yeah, managed services is a platform that a lot of IT service providers provide. It's pretty much a monthly ongoing service fee. I usually tell people, I refer to it as like a warranty. So think of it as a warranty on your car. You buy an extended warranty, but we'll provide you remote monitoring, maintenance, and support on those devices, whether it's a laptop, computer, server, firewall, mobile device, whatever. And you pay one flat fee, so we will support you as much as you want on a limited basis. Call us as much as you want. We'll remote in and help you and fix the problem. If we can't fix the problem remotely, we'll come on site and it'll be included and we can help. And it's on a cost standpoint for a business, it's easier to manage because you know what you're paying on a monthly basis on a budget standpoint without having to be surprised with an IT bill and an unforeseen problem that causes the bill to be really expensive.
So if something happens to their server where you've now got to charge them 6 hours of service, or with the old plans you were charging them 6 hours and they get this bill for whatever $600-700 that they weren't expecting, you're now, let's just say, $300 a month across the board, no matter what comes up, and you guys cover the hours to provide those services.
Yeah, for sure. So on a business standpoint, you have your employees call as much as you want and we'll help you fix it. And we have 2 dedicated teams, one who kind of supports the hourlies and the other team that supports the managed services. You're going to get better response time and support on a monthly managed services platform compared to an hourly, just because we've got the systems in place to manage and support your systems immediately, where an hourly we have to diagnose, figure it out, and go from there.
Yeah, and one of the other things I thought was pretty cool that you or I were talking about, or Josh, I forget, over the years, is how you guys can kind of predict things happening and see them because you guys get alerts because you're monitoring their computers. So if they have a virus, if they're running, I guess, I don't know exact terminology, but too much storage and it's slowing their computers down, you guys see that and you get an alert and you're able to diagnose it and almost fix it without the client even knowing that you guys did it, which I think is really cool service that you guys offer.
Yeah, it's actually happened right before this broadcast, but we have a client that's in the food manufacturing business that handles beef, and their server gave us a couple alerts and check into it and react and kind of see what's going on. It ends up being one of the drives is failing, so we want to react immediately so it doesn't cause detriment to the business. So we'll get one and plan to install it immediately. So they won't even know. They don't even know yet. So
that's great because you guys are proactive more than reactive, and when you're reactive, it's usually more time-consuming, downtime for the client, and more expensive to repair. So that's great.
So the more proactive we are, the less reactive we have to be. Yeah. It's better for the client and us. So we rather be proactive in preventing the fire instead of having to be putting out the fire all the time. Yeah. We talk about it in your brother's terms.
Yeah, kind of the old days when you first started, where everything was just, I feel like when you were first starting, everything was putting fires out left and right. And you couldn't really catch up or get above water because every time you turned around, another client had an issue. Where with being proactive, you can spend more time on maybe offering them other services too that would help them enhance their business, be more cost effective and things like that, rather than wait until something happens to offer those services. So
yeah, and at the same time, on a technician standpoint, we're hoping we find the problem before we have it, right? So where on a managed services system, we put checks and tasks in place to kind of make sure those things are checked and things are we know before it even happens. So it makes life easier for everyone.
It's crazy how over 20 years your business has changed and evolved and become more user-friendly, business-friendly, the different services that are out there. But I'm here with Amit Shah of South Jersey Techies, and if you guys are looking for managed services, any type of IT support for your small to medium business, he's definitely the guy to go to. If you live in Marlton or if you're in the area, you've seen the beautiful building that they will hopefully be going into here in the near future on the corner of Maple and Locust. So he lives in town, South Jersey, born and raised. We've both been back here since, I think you've been back since 2002 in the area, and I'm 2003. So local person. If you have questions, any concerns, you're interested in any of his services, you can call their office at 856-745-9990. or you can check out their website at southjerseytechies.net, which I know has, I believe, a list of pretty much all the services that you guys offer.
Yeah, we got it. Thank you, my friend.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you being here. Again, if anybody has questions too, you can always message me on Facebook. If you don't have the website again, you can message me. I can get you in contact with Amit or one of his technicians. They're great. They're very responsive, very professional, and usually get the correct advice from him. I've talked to some other IT companies, and then I talked to Amit, and it sounds like usually the plans that he goes with seem to be the most cost-effective and the best service-wise. So I appreciate you taking the time tonight to be with us. I know you guys are busy, and I think this is your late night. So we appreciate it. And, maybe if you guys get some new services or something comes up that you think we should put out to people, we'll bring you back on and have you on as a guest again, or one of your technicians, you can have them come on.
Sounds good. So, thank you.
Great. I appreciate it. Everybody have a fantastic evening. I will be live again this week before the end of the week. Not with a guest, but I'll be bringing some stuff to you probably on Friday. If you don't catch that, have a fantastic Memorial Day weekend, and we'll talk to all of you soon. Have a great night.